Yeshayahu, or Isaiah, chapter 35. Let the wilderness and the dry place be glad for them, and let the desert rejoice and blossom as the rose. It blossoms much and rejoices, even with joy and singing. The esteem of Lebanon shall be given to it, the excellence of Carmel and Sharon. They shall see the esteem of Yehudah, the excellency of our Elohim. Strengthen the weak hands, and make firm the weak knees. Say to those with anxious heart, be strong, do not fear. See, your Elohim comes with vengeance, with the recompense of Elohim. He's coming to save you. Then the eyes of the blind shall be opened, and the ears of the deaf be opened. Then the lame shall leap like a deer, and the tongue of the dumb sing, because waters shall burst forth in the wilderness and streams in the desert, and the parched ground shall become a pool, and the thirsty land springs of water. In the home for jackals where each lay, grass with reeds and rushes. And there shall be a highway and a way, and it shall be called the way of set apartness. The unclean does not pass over it, but it is for those who walk the way, and no fools wander on it. No lion is there, nor any ravenous beast go up on it. It's not found there, but the redeemed shall walk there. And the ransomed of Yehudah shall return and enter Zion with singing, with everlasting joy on their heads. They shall obtain joy and gladness, and sorrow and sighing shall flee away. Chapter 36. And it came to be in the 14th year of sovereign Hizqiyahu that Sanherib, sovereign of Ashshur, came up against all the walled cities of Yehudah and took them. And the sovereign of Ashshur sent Rabshaqeh with a great army from Lachish to sovereign Hizqiyahu at Jerusalem. And he stood by the channel of the upper pool on the highway to the launderer's field. And there came to him Eliakim, son of Hizqiyahu, who was over the household, and Shebna the scribe, and Yoah, son of Asaph, the recorder. The Rabshaqeh then said to them, please say to Hizqiyahu, thus said the great sovereign, the sovereign of Ashshur, what trust is this in which you trust? I say, you speak of having counsel and strength for battle, but they are vain words. Now in whom do you trust, that you've rebelled against me? Look, you're trusting in the staff of this broken reed Mitzrayim, on which if a man leans, it shall go into his hand and pierce it. So is Pharaoh, the sovereign of Mitzrayim, to all who trust in him. But if you say to me, we trust in Yehudah our Elohim, is it not he whose high places and whose slaughter places Hizqiyahu has taken away, and has said to Yehudah and to Jerusalem, bow yourselves before this slaughter place? And now, I urge you, please give a pledge to my master, the sovereign of Ashshur, and I give you 2,000 horses, if you're able on your part to put riders on them. And how do you refuse one officer of the least of my master's servants, and put your trust in Mitzrayim for chariots and horsemen? And now, have I come up without Yehudah against this land to destroy it? Yehovah said to me, go up against this land and destroy it. And Eliakim, Shebna, and Yoah said to the Rabshaqeh, please speak to your servants in Aramaic, for we understand it, and do not speak to us in the language of Yehudah in the hearing of the people who are on the wall. But the Rabshaqeh said, has my master sent me to your master and to you to speak these words, and not to the men who sit on the wall, to eat their own dung and drink their own urine with you? And the Rabshaqeh stood and called out with a loud voice in the language of Yehudah and said, hear the words of the great sovereign, the sovereign of Ashshur. Thus said the sovereign, do not let Hizqiyahu deceive you, for he is unable to deliver you. And do not let Hizqiyahu make you trust in Yehovah, saying, Yehovah shall certainly deliver us. This city is not given into the hand of the sovereign of Ashshur. Do not listen to Hizqiyahu, for thus said the sovereign of Ashshur, make peace with me, buy a present, and come out to me, and let each of you eat from his own vine, and each from his own fig tree, and each of you drink the waters of his own cistern, until I come. Then I shall take you away to a land like your own, a land of grain and new wine, a land of bread and vineyards. Beware lest Hizqiyahu mislead you, saying, Yehovah shall deliver us. Has any one of the mighty ones of the nations delivered its land from the hand of the sovereign of Ashshur? Where are the mighty ones of Hamath and Arpad? Where are the mighty ones of Sepharwaim? And when have they delivered Shomeron from my hand? Who among all the mighty ones of these lands have delivered their land from my hand, that Yehovah should deliver Yerushalayim from my hand? But they were silent and answered him not a word, for the command of the sovereign was, do not answer him. And Eliakim, son of Hizqiyahu, who was over the household, Shebna the scribe, and Yoah the son of Asaph the recorder, came to Hizqiyahu with their garments torn, and they reported to him the words of the Rabshaqeh.